Hey guys, this is ViewMasters Reactions, and this was requested by a lot of people that watch Umbrella Academy. It is the Comic Con interview with the entire cast, like all the main people. I think a good deal of them. It looks like one, two, three, four, five, like 8 or 9 chairs at least. So I'm assuming the 7 siblings and maybe like Cha Cha and Hazel or the handler or maybe Reginald, but I'm assuming the 7 kids and a few others. I think there's 8 chairs, so that would be 7 kids and one other, but maybe they're going to bring more chairs out. I didn't read anything about it and I don't know much about it. All I do know is says that it was filmed October 5th. So this is months before it got released February 15th. So you're talking November, December, January. You're talking over 4 months before the show released. So there's no spoilers in this. It is just interviews with the cast. Now, I am going to probably say spoilers in it. So just a fair warning that I don't plan on it specifically, but if something comes up, I may say a spoiler here and there. So if I do, I'm warning you now, but I'm assuming if you're watching this a month after the show released, and this is 4 months before the show, that you would have either seen this or seen the show if you're watching me react to it. So I'm starting it 2 minutes in. The first 2 minutes was almost like, it was like literally like in the basement or the back room. So I was like, I'm just going to edit the first 2 minutes. So now I'm editing the first 2 minutes out completely. I'm starting it right where you see it is where I'm starting it. And I'm going to see if I could just run with the whole thing. It's about 25 minutes long without the edit. Now, if there's like parts that drag on, I'll edit it out, but I'm going to try to put the whole episode up. It says it was posted by Aidan Gallagher, who is number 5. So I'm wondering if he did it for himself for promotion or if it's like, I don't know. All I know is this is off number 5's YouTube channel. So we're just going to jump right into this, guys. Here we go.
The stars of Umbrella Academy. Give it up for Cameron Britton.
Cameron Britton's Hazel. I know this from doing all the tags in my videos. That's awesome. So Hazel's there. Cameron Britton. Alison. Robert Sheehan, my favorite now. Klaus. He's definitely my favorite. Aidan Gallagher, number 5. So he's my second favorite. That's Luther. What did he say? Oh, Diego. David Costanaga or something. Who's that? Is that Mary J. Blige? Oh no, that was Allison. Mary J. Blige. I'm sorry. Mary J. Blige is next. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so they have everyone but Ben. That's funny. So they don't have Ben. So that's everyone but Ben.
Guys, thanks for coming out. This is super exciting, honestly. First of all, one of the cool things about this particular project is no one's seen anything. Literally, no one has seen a drop of footage from this. We were talking about, say, you've seen a little bit, Ellen.
We've all seen a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you've all seen a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys have an unfair advantage, kind of. So maybe to even the playing field, we should.
Ellen Page is by far the most famous of. I don't know. Mary J. Blige is pretty famous, but back in the day, Ellen Page is the most famous now.
Okay. Guys, here is your first exclusive look, exclusive to this room, of Umbrella Academy. Check it out. Your Comic-Con approved Umbrella Academy. Congratulations, guys. You're off to a good start. Thank you. Let's do a little icebreaker. Just introduce ourselves to give this group a sense of your character.
I like Allison's hair.
I want to hear your Comic-Con experience. Let's start at the end. Cameron, I want each of you just tell me like an adjective, something, a word to describe your character and how many Comic-Cons this is for you.
Hazel looks so weird.
Is a total of 1 Comic-Cons for me.
Total of 1 Comic-Cons.
Hit today, and I saw a man wearing an arcade for a video game. And a word to describe my character would be depressed. He's very depressed. He works as a time-traveling assassin, but he still finds no magic in that. That's it. And my name, did I say my name?
We know it's Cameron.
Mary J. My name is Cameron.
I mean, I wonder if he was told to say that because depressed is yeah. Hazel was depressed, but I feel like that's the like. There's so many other things he could have said. Cha cha. She did very well, honestly.
The same question? Yeah.
When I saw Mary J. Blige in the cast, I was like, I haven't seen her in forever. She did amazing, and it's her first Comic Con too.
Thank you. I saw so many people in the street today dressed like whoever the character is they was dressed like. It was incredible. But one word to describe my character would be just evil. She's just evil, 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 and empty. She's just an empty, evil character.
See, I wouldn't go with evil either. Like having have seen the show.
Robert, what do you got for us?
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Well, this is my second New York Comic Con.
Was his first for the Misfits?
Done a few other lesser Comic Cons over the years as well. And my character's called Klaus. And one word to describe. That's a tricky one, isn't it? That's a tricky one. I don't know.
What is he wearing?
I suppose chaos is a good word.
Chaos. See, that's a good one. I like that.
Tasmanian devil of a character who just doesn't.
That definitely fits him. Cha Cha being evil, yeah, she had her evil moments, but
You have that to look forward to.
what is Klaus wearing? Is that like a traditional garb or something from his homeland? Like I'm being serious. Like what is that? His first Comic Con, Adian Gallagher.
Number 5, and I'd say one word. You kind of stole my thing there, buddy. I'd say calculated. Calculated chaos.
I dig that too. That's a good word. He's so well spoken and good for his age. I don't know how old he is, but he's got to be the youngest up there.
Hello, my name is Tom Hopper.
Rickon Stark. I mean, Dickon. Not Dickon Stark. I forget his last name.
I play number 1 Luther Hargreaves. And this is my second movie.
Dickon Tarley. His last name is Tarley. I would have killed myself if I couldn't think of that.
Luther. It's a tricky one. It is hard with one word.
Me too.
Brute. Oh, I thought he was gonna go like brute, like strength, something with size.
Pressured. Pressured.
David.
I'm not a big fan of that one either.
My name is David, and
I find him very funny from the videos I've watched.
I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, David.
I can see a few people drink.
Yeah.
I play Diego Hargreaves. This is my first Comic Con ever. And
Why are there so many there first?
one word that's been being used out there, they call him bitter. My character, and he's not
I
bitter.
definitely buy that.
Bittersweet.
He's just mean.
I'd buy bitter. Bitter is a good word to describe it.
My name is Emmy.
She seems like a great actress, a great person.
Number 3, the rumor.
She's just not in it a lot. Not in the show.
Word is tricky, so I would say, can I have 2?
She's in the show, just boring.
She's guilt-ridden. She's got a lot of guilt. Ellen. My name is Ellen Page.
You can tell she's shy. Guilt-ridden. I could definitely see that based on the finale.
Number 7. This is my 4th Comic-Con, my first New York Comic-Con.
Oh, really? Damn. I was going to say she's probably been at tons of Comic-Cons, but not New York.
What they say is anxious.
I definitely buy that one too.
First Comic-Con, I forgot. Dropped it off.
One more newbie.
They're all new except Vanya and Klaus. Everyone's first except Vanya and Klaus.
Friends, don't worry, guys. Let's talk about the source material here.
I'm surprised
Beloved graphic
Luther hasn't been to one with Game of Thrones.
Who amongst you, any of you, very familiar with the property going in?
Yes.
How old is he? He looks so young, but he's so, like, he's got like a wise soul, like an old soul.
This is a dream role for anybody. This is such a unique property. There's nothing else like it. When you explain it to people who aren't fans of the show,
He literally,
I get it. They don't get it.
acts like my dad. Like he seems like
You see this when you see the
a
way
fatherly figure, and he's so young.
cast. You guys are gonna be blown away. So, I think we do a good job of honoring the comics, but we got some interesting stuff for you.
Even his faces, he looks like sinister. Like he just like his cheeks pop up, and he's just like,
diehard fans of the comic, some fans want to see every single thing faithfully adapted. There are always changes. It is necessary for transferring from one medium to another. Does this honor the spirit of Umbrella Academy? How many changes? Like, what's the degree of changes in this product? Cameron.
The way I've been looking at it is because there's really two graphic novels, and the first one had a general sort of pretty interesting idea and dynamic between the characters, and the second one got a little bit more filled out. The characters had a little bit more personality and a little more rounded. And this is taking that to another level. It's still the same feel, and the characters have the same vibe, but because it's 10 hours.
I never read the comics, so I have no idea. But I have talked to people that have, and they said it is very different.
You have to take liberties, you know what I mean? You have to splash a bit of your own
Like a lot of it is repetition and similar, but
so as
I'm told it does not follow the comic book at all.
otherwise you're just recreating something in a different form, and fuck that. Sorry to
I hear that two of the people that are in the comic aren't in this, and that one or two of them are like combinations of powers in the show. I'm not very clear, but different.
Sounds like a character we've never seen you play before. Does this feel like something extremely refreshing, something wholly unique for your career?
This is definitely something absolutely refreshing because I've never played anything close to this, and I've always wanted to be a superhero or supervillain or an assassin.
She looks good. She's got to be like in her mid 50s, late 50s, maybe even 60s.
How to shoot a gun, and I wanted to learn the martial arts, and I just wanted to be, you know, yeah, it was perfect. Yeah.
So you picked up some skills, is what you're saying.
Oh, I picked up some skills. Yes, I did.
It's good because we were worried you weren't good at enough things, and now it's good that you added to your skill set.
I'm sorry.
I'm saying you're good at everything you do, Ms. Blige.
He said you're nailing it, Mary.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I was trying to pay a compliment. I
Oh,
apologize.
thank you. No
So
problem.
far away. Talk to me, guys. You know what I enjoyed? So I had the privilege of seeing the first couple episodes of this. Well,
It's funny that like they're nobodies right now. Well, Ellen Page and Mary J and stuff. But here's the dance sequence.
can we talk about what song you're dancing to?
Was it Think We're Alone Now? I think it was I Think We're Alone Now.
We can.
Okay. We won't say the song, but there is a montage of all you guys doing your own dance moves.
Yes.
Are those unique
You think one of them would know if they're allowed to?
dance moves you brought to the screen?
Oh no, Steve Blackman, our showrunner, was very. There was many an email chain about all of us having very unique dancing styles and a lot of YouTube clips sent that were like, sprinkle this into your night when you're shooting this scene and maybe try this Watusi. What was it called?
Oh yeah, it was in the script that I start doing the Watusi.
I was gonna say the Watusi.
What the hell is a
When she said that, I'm like the Watusi. I heard of that. I don't know what it is.
But then he was like, it's just an idea. It's just an idea. You don't have to do that. But then on the day, he was like, did you see the videos? Did you watch the Watusi videos?
It was my first thing shooting as well. Was it Jenny your first thing? Because sometimes there's a sort of a terror that exists in an actor's belly before they've done any acting in front of their new crew and cast and family. And the first thing I did was my part of the dance montage, and I was shitting a giant brick. I was terrified. It was my first day filming, and I was to go right now dance. It seemed so unnatural.
It's not even in the actual show. It was just a way to really warm you up. That's all. Diabolical, really. What can we say about the music in the show? Music plays an important part in this show. What can we tease? I mean, for you, you've obviously got a musical background.
Yes. Vanya Hargreaves plays
She's very, 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 very excellent at it. I'm not. This posed a challenge that I was excited to accept, and kudos to anyone who plays the violin, because holy fucking shit,
I guess they can curse. I was gonna say, could they curse?
damn thing is hard.
Because some of them were holding themselves back.
Real good. Oh, so my twinkle was pretty much, it was close to perfect. No, but I really had fun. That's one of the really enjoyable things about our job, I'd say, is getting to learn new things. So, and I'm very appreciative to my violin teacher.
Ellen Page is like underappreciatedly famous, I feel like. Inception, she was in X-Men Future Past, Juno. She's been in a lot of good stuff.
You were going to be playing Mary J. Blige's literal partner in crime. How did that sink in?
That was amazing.
He literally is such a brute in Umbrella Academy. He by far is the most shocking to me.
Mary J. Blige, I was like, oh shit, and then I sang I'm Going Down, and then I called my sister, and I was like, guess who you're jealous of? And
He seems like such a nerdy dude. Like compared to his version in Umbrella. He's like a brute, wild guy, and he's like all buttoned up with his glasses, and he's all tucked in.
You have a unique challenge in this role in that you play a 58-year-old man trapped in the body we see before us. I'm guessing you're not 58 years old.
Well, actually,
You guys have no idea how much Aiden is born to play this role.
No idea.
He already is.
He actually is 58, but
look at his suit.
oh, like it's really easy for him.
The amount of days that Aiden decided to give me wisdom, whether I asked for it or not.
by the way,
Full marital advice, all the things.
Tell him I don't think that's where your part is.
Unbelievable.
raise your hand in this room if you're a UN ambassador.
What?
Aiden.
I guess.
What? Is he really? What?
My friend. All right.
Anyways,
So, what's the question?
He must be like, in all seriousness, he must be like a prodigy or something because he just acts intelligent. Everything about him screams intelligence.
We don't have good writing. Actors can't really be good actors. But I don't know. I thought it was like a physical thing because comics are very inspirational. You see his piercing eyes and the way he holds himself. But as I had more time with the character and we started shooting, I found myself sort of drawing upon this mentality. Because Five is still a person. He has his own way of thinking, his behavioral tendencies. So I try and convey that maturity through a 58-year-old's mindset, if that makes any sense.
He's like so well spoken. Like everyone, look at Luther and everyone. Everyone, they're all like joking around, talking about shit and bricks and stuff. And he's like, to convey the sophistication of the blah blah. He's just extremely well spoken.
Thank you.
Shit. Is this an Infinity War reference?
Your character's power is strength.
Yes.
I take it you really had to transform yourself for this role. You don't exude strength at all. How was it going to the gym for the first time?
Well,
He still hasn't gone.
yeah.
I had to teach him how to do
Genetics are a wonderful thing.
The funny thing is, he's a built dude. Doesn't come close to Luther though.
For my whole career, I've always been told, don't get too big. Don't get too big or you won't get cast in this, that, and the other. I couldn't get big enough for this role. So I'm not sure how much I can reveal, but you'll see as the show comes out, there's no way that I could have gymmed enough or taken enough steroids.
I don't know. I've seen some freaks that were as big as Luther that are on roids. But it's not, by all means, don't do that. It's not safe.
There are legal steroids
legal steroids, apparently. Don't do it.
You need to meet my doctor. He'll sort you out.
I can feel it like saying in the back of my brain, move on, move on. Hi. You appeared in a little-known Broadway musical by the name of Hamilton.
Who did? Alison?
Correct? My research is correct. Good. Okay. Was it a big leap going from something like that? Obviously, apples and oranges, it would seem, but give me a sense of sort of what it's been like to go from that kind of a thing to this endeavor.
I think for me, it felt like the work was the same. The finding your intentions and playing the scene and being in the moment, and the acting.
She's definitely the best dressed. I love her hair. I love her outfit.
So when you're,
But she's just,
I mean, it's
I don't really care because she was like nothing in the show.
1,000 people, and your raised eyebrow has to reach the back of the house. Where
Like the biggest thing she was involved in is Vanya slicing her throat. She kind of just hung around and did nothing. She was cooler as a child because at least as a child, she did stuff.
you can think it and feel it, and
It's not the actress's fault.
having to also put that on to be seen past, after the house. So I think that was the biggest change for me and just the biggest realization.
Can I say one thing quick? Like
No.
when we were in
We don't want you to.
it
Nope,
didn't
Ellen
even
Page.
cross my mind that you hadn't like been in front. You were just like so extraordinary. Like, do you know? I wouldn't have even. I remember being like, oh yeah, because you were just anyway. Kind of shared.
Ellen Page has a very odd personality. She constantly looks depressed, like she doesn't want to be there. But as soon as she opens up her mouth, she's like very witty and funny. But whenever you look at her, she looks like, I don't want to be here. She looks miserable.
Your cast members, you basically tell me who among the cast this applies to. Do you understand the rules?
All right, here we go. Game time.
Who would be most likely to just be at New York Comic Con for fun? Who is most of this world, would you say?
I would say either Klaus or Hazel. Hazel looks the part. Hazel looks like a comic book nerdy guy. Like, not the stereotype, but he's got that look. Look at him. Out of everyone up there, he looks the part. But I would say Klaus.
We really should have rehearsed this in retrospect, guys.
See, I don't know them on a personal level, but I would say Klaus seems like he digs stuff like that. And Hazel looks like he digs stuff like that.
I'm gonna wait for. Okay. I think we got enough. All right. Reveal.
I'm going to bet either Hazel or Klaus.
Do we have a consensus, guys? What do we see? I can't see anything.
I can't see anything either.
A couple Aidens. Okay. There's no consensus. Is my takeaway from this. Okay. How about this one?
They said there's a lot of Roberts who's Klaus, so maybe. But I can't see.
Shots in Canada
They should get thicker pens. They didn't think this out. The whoever's running it,
about the conditions.
who can,
Whiniest among you, basically.
based on the show, Luther. Luther is definitely the whiniest based on the show.
Shot the show already. It's okay.
But in real life, who might be the whiniest in real life?
Robert writing with relish. Robert wants to reveal. What do you got?
Luther.
Aiden and his dad.
Aiden and his dad?
What do you got, Ellen? Ellen's too nice. Oh.
I think they all have Aiden.
Ellen,
A lot of them have Aiden.
You guys, it was really fucking cold. We were a lot. I feel like we all, and it wasn't even complaining. It just was stating facts.
I mean, I grew up in Nova Scotia, and it was cold.
Yeah.
It was very cold.
Where
It
did,
rained a lot. There's a lot of raining in the show. We were out in the rain a lot. It was cold. Sorry.
Umbrellas.
umbrellas.
That's what you're here for. That's what the mic is there for. Trust me. Finally, this may sound like an odd question, but who thinks we should tell the fans when the show's actually going to come out?
Is this when they release the date at Comic-Con?
I feel like just a few of you might have an answer.
Is she writing it? What is it? I see Ellen Page writing a lot of stuff.
Two. I see a two. I see a
What is
one.
that? What does that
Oh, they're holding it. February 15th was the day.
that as being February 15th, 2019.
Oh, so they purposely sat them like that. That was clever. I was going to say, I thought they were in order from 1 to 7. I didn't really take notice until just then. I just assumed they were in order from 1. Because Vanya is at the end and she's 7, so I just assumed they were all in order. Should have known right away because Luther's number 1. Interesting. Super strong. Super bitter. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's bitter. Super famous. Super high. That's great. That's the best one. Look at that picture. Super old. Super dead. Oh, so they don't even know who Ben is. Ah, that's interesting. Super ordinary. That's clever. Super. Oh, they do call her evil. My bad. Oh, they're both super evil. But see, that's a bad word to use because they're just the bad guys. She's not really an evil person. I definitely dug it, guys. Very cool. It is interesting. I'm curious if I had watched it before I'd watched the show, what I would have thought. Because now I have a very solid opinion of all of them as a character and a lot of them as actors, too. I've seen Luther, Diego, Five. I've seen everybody except Vanya and Alison in a video, basically, now that I think of it. All of them had like their own little side videos. They did a lot of promotional stuff. Robert Sheehan, I have posted many reactions of Roger Sheehan. He has so many good videos. I think I have like 4 different Robert Sheehan ones. One of them's got him with Diego. One's got one with him and Luther. One is him by himself. And then one's like a group one. Or maybe I'm thinking of this. But Robert Sheehan's in all of them. And then everyone else is kind of tossed in the mix. But the least amount of footage I could find promotional wise and everything was Vanya and Alison, which is shocking to me because Ellen Page is by far the most famous of all of them, besides maybe Mary J. Blige. But like I said before, Mary J. Blige was famous back when I was a kid. She hasn't done anything. I don't even know. Like, maybe she still makes albums, but if she does, I don't know about it. So Ellen Page is definitely currently the most famous of all of them. Was in huge movies, huge productions. I think she might even won an award for Juno. So I don't know why they wouldn't use her as promotion unless she wanted too much money and they're thinking like, let's get these fresh faces out there because they're Robert, Luther, Diego, they're all like really good young faces. Aidan Gallagher, they're all like these really hip, new, smart, fresh faces, all funny. So it's like, why? Maybe it was a money thing. Maybe it was financial. Maybe Ellen Page wanted bucks. And they're all like, hey, we'll do it for free because we want to get noticed. Kind of makes sense, but maybe you guys know. So let me know what you guys think. Comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.